Hello and welcome to this brief demonstration of the capabilities of TrustInSoft's Project Manager. TrustInSoft's Project Manager is a command line utility designed to streamline the creation and lifecycle management of new analysis projects. By leveraging TPM, users can quickly and easily begin using TrustInSoft to analyze new code bases while also taking advantage of a standardized organizational model that makes it very simple in the longer term to support ongoing project needs like trend reporting, portability, configuration validation, and more. As you're about to see in the demonstration, running the TrustInSoft Project Management utility establishes a dedicated folder called .trustinsoft, which houses all of the analysis-specific artifacts, including preparation scripts, stubs, and any auto-generated files as part of the project preparation. It also becomes a home for longer-term trending and reporting data, making a project with TrustInSoft Project Manager extremely portable and self-contained. While the demo today is going to focus on how quickly and easily it is to get started leveraging the TrustInSoft Project Manager utility, the utility supports a variety of additional capabilities, making it a powerful way to manage your TrustInSoft projects. Among those extended capabilities include new features such as analysis trend reporting. This is the ability to compare current results with past analysis runs on the same project to better understand project evolution, code quality evolution, have more or less alarms been introduced, release to release, version to version within this code that we're about to inspect in the demo, and to really get a sense for the overall project's health and life cycle over time. Additionally, there are features in the tool that support project portability, greater standardization, configuration validation, and much more. And with that, let's begin. Let's take a look at this project, which has not been analyzed by TrustInSoft before. The project is one single function supported by a handful of additional unit tests. I have here my function in increment.c. I have a test driver file, which defines 4 individual unit tests. And I have a handful of other supporting artifacts in my directory, but nothing from TrustInSoft is present yet. No analysis is configured. To begin using the TrustInSoft Project Manager tool on this project, I have only to type TIS in it. And with that, my TrustInSoft project is established. You can see now, as a result of initializing the project, I have a new .trustinsoft folder with default configurations ready to go. In .trustinsoft, there are each of the individual files as well as a new folder structure to support the comparative reporting that I mentioned earlier. What we're going to do next is just populate the config.json with some information about the unit tests that we want the TrustInSoft Analyzer to use to drive its analysis, and then we'll be ready to go. I'm going to paste in some previously typed configuration, but as you can see, it's pretty simple. It just includes the name of the unit test and some initial parameters for the analyzer. I can save my changes and now move on to the validation step by moving back to my console and typing tis check config. No errors or warnings found in our config. We are at this point ready to begin our analysis. Note here that one of the advantages of defining the individual unit tests in your configuration is that you can list them individually to run them separately, or you can type tis run to run them all at once in sequence. Show you that, I can type tis list and now receive an easily navigable list of those individual unit tests, which I've defined through that configuration and in my test driver. But for now, I'm just going to do a tis run to run them all. And as you can see, the errors are coming in. Some of these unit tests are failing, some of them are passing. The purpose of the demo is not necessarily to get into the bugs in the code itself, but as you can see, there are some issues, which, by the way, were going undetected and unseen by those unit tests when they were run independently without TrustInSoft. But now our analysis is complete, and we're ready to begin either viewing a report or leveraging the TrustInSoft interface to further troubleshoot these to resolve these problems in our code. To inspect these errors, I could launch the GUI, or I could view the report, or I could, through the command line, inspect the output of the analysis that just ran. For now, I'm going to launch the report. In the report, we can definitely see that there are some issues. If I move over to the individual analysis tab, I can begin to inspect the individual tests to understand what went wrong and what needs to change within our code. Expanding the small array, I'm able to look and see that there has been an undefined behavior found. In fact, it is an out-of-bounds access where we're reading one past the length of the array. If we look up at the code, we can see the highlighted offending line. I also can look up just a little farther than that and spot the typo there, where that's greater than or equal to 0 should, of course, just be greater than. Common typo, something that we need to fix in our code, certainly. Back in my IDE, before I change the code, I'm aware of the fact that I want to be reporting on my progress with TrustInSoft as I eliminate these undefined behaviors for the long-term trending and reporting. So to save these results before I move on, I need only to type tist stash. Now we can set about eliminating that bug. Let's go over to our increment.c, and as you can see here, there's that typo. I'll make the correction, save, and then back down in my console, a new test run. We'll restart a new analysis so that we can see if the test will pass now with no undefined behaviors, or if there are in fact additional lurking issues that I didn't notice in the previous report or the prior test runs. And there's still one alarm. So with this, I'm going to go back to the report and identify what the additional issue is. Now in the analysis reporting, I see that I have 4 passing tests, 1 still failing. Move over to the individual analysis. We see that again, active confirmation of the absence of undefined behavior for that prior unit test that was failing. But in fact, a lingering issue here. The testing with TrustInSoft has uncovered the fact that in this function, there's no protection against the possibility that an integer could come in that's already at the int max, which, if we attempt to increment it, will overflow. So let's fix this one remaining issue, and then we'll highlight the test trend reporting as a conclusion to the demo. Back at my console and my code, I'm going to apply the fix that we discussed, which I have staged and ready to go, in order to show you how we can run one additional analysis of all of our tests so that we can see if in fact now we can state definitively that there are no undefined behaviors remaining in this code. Keep in mind, we have completely automated the process now of running this analysis, having to only leverage the TrustInSoft Project Manager commands to drive it as we need. And now with no undefined behaviors remaining, I'll run one final tist stash command and generate that comparative analysis by typing tist trend. And now, as you can see, a new trend report is available. Let's take a look. This resulting trend report nicely highlights for us the fact that I ran 3 separate analyses so far in this campaign. We've achieved good coverage throughout, and we have steadily eliminated the number of alarms and undefined behaviors as we've worked to improve the code. There are many additional capabilities within the TPM trend reporting, which will be the subject of another demo video. But I hope you've seen today how with TrustInSoft Project Manager, you can easily automate the establishment of a new project to rapidly get started doing your analyses more quickly and easily, while setting yourself up for long-term success and overall trending and reporting while maintaining a portable project. Thank you.